Hello everyone, I am Paul Brintley and I am in Communications 231. Today I'm going to be talking about the iPhone 7 Plus. So as I started reviewing this product, I noticed that there were a lot of dislikes and likes on this product when it came to its features, the apps, the new programming, and Apple all together. When this product was made, it was made late 2016. And as it was being made, there was a lot of controversy about it, whether it was going to be nice, if it was going to be bigger than the iPhone 6s, and also the new features referring to the Touch ID, the way you have to swipe to get your passcode, the camera, and all that stuff. So I'm going to be talking about the different details that stopped to me. One of the things that I was really interested in was how good the front camera is, and that was really important to me because I like taking a lot of selfies. I'm always taking photos on my phone, so to see how good of quality the iPhone 7's front camera was really amazing. I saw a lot of dislikes on it, however, referring to how you have to switch the camera is in a different location, but that really doesn't matter to me. The front camera, however, is not that good when it comes to the iPhone 6. Apple has said that the iPhone 6 back camera is better, so that was kind of a dislike. Next thing I'm going to be talking about is the Touch ID. When the Touch ID first came out on the iPhone 6, I thought that was weird because, I mean, who wants that on their phone? But then I've come to realize that it's actually kind of cool. And the new iPhone 7 is you can have multiple fingers of different people that you want allowed in your phone, whether your parents, grandparents, friends, or anything like that. And also you can change your passcode to different kinds. I also really like the graphics on it. It is a lot more clear when it comes to the app design and just the photos themselves. It's a lot more crisp and it gives a lot more detail when it comes to looking at it. It really helps a lot being someone who likes to take pictures because you see them, the way that they're developed, and the software is really cool. And also the next thing I'm going to talk about is the battery. Now the battery, they say, is a lot better than any other iPhone they've had before. The battery stays charged longer while you use it. And they also have a new thing now for the iPhone Plus, not the regular iPhone, to where you can lay it on the charger pad, which I thought was really cool. You don't always have to carry your cord around with you. The next thing I really liked about it was the way they changed their phone settings when you call or FaceTime someone. The way they changed that is when you FaceTime someone now, you can see the picture a lot more, whether if you're not on Wi-Fi or not. Their cellular device has increased a lot because they're putting up more towers for Apple products individually, which of course costs more money, which of course boosts the phone's price. But I mean, when it comes to the best quality, you know, you should never deny that. I also really liked how the phone shape is really nice. It has more edges sharp than curved, which is really cool. I think especially when you drop the phone, that's better than a dual part. So when it drops, it doesn't crack the screen or anything. And they also said that the duration of the screen itself is better. When you drop it, it's not going to break as easily as regular iPhones. Now my dislikes are about the phone is I heard a lot about it being able to break easily if you, like, say, sit on it with a lot of pressure or drop it from a high place. I have a friend who actually had an iPhone 6, and I have another friend who had an iPhone 7, and they tested it out, and one of them dropped the iPhone 6 down a flight of stairs, and it didn't crack. But my other friend dropped their iPhone 7 Plus, and it broke into like 1 million pieces. So they didn't really like that as much. They got a warranty on it, so the next phone was free, which was good, but I was kind of not really happy about that. Another thing I really didn't like was how the phone itself Siri is a lot more able to activate by herself. So like if you say something about Google, it'll automatically like open that up, which is kind of creepy to me. I don't really like that. Of course, there's settings to turn it off, but I use Siri a lot, so it just depends. Another thing that they have a lot more colors, which is really cool. I really like, my favorite so far has been the gold, and they have a black and gold one, which is really nice. And they have a lot more cases for the iPhone 7, which is really cool. I saw one the other day that had a dragon on it and everything, so that was really nice. And another thing I'm going to talk about is that the reviews I've seen on this phone. So a lot of the reviews I've seen have been very mixed and in between when it came to it. A lot of people were really stunned by the pricing on it. The phone itself, the 7 regular, costs $749, but the Plus costs $959. And that much difference for just a bigger phone. People really didn't like that. They also didn't like how Apple is, if you have the iPhone 7, you're locked into their contract, which means you can't switch to another phone. Now, granted, since you can't switch to another phone, if it breaks, you can get another one. But again, if something happens and you can't pay the bills, you can't get out of your contract and switch to another place. So that's not good too. People also didn't like how when you download apps, there's you can do the touch to put in your passcode, or you can type. I saw a lot of reviews on where people didn't like that as well. To me, that really didn't matter as much, because I think if you use the touch, it's easier. However, it is also easier for people to get into and buy things that you didn't want to buy, and thus stealing your money. Another positive thing that I saw in the review is how good the new security is for your Apple ID. So what you have to do is you have to go through a complete different setting. Even if you already have a previous Apple ID, you have to create a new one plus the old one, which means it gives you more security to hold on to, and also it allows other people not to get into your stuff, which is really good. Again, security is a #1 priority, because things you're on your phone that you don't want other people to see, and other things like that. Lastly, I saw a review that talked about how the iPhone 7 is causing so much controversy. In one way, it's causing controversy, again, with the pricing, and another way was about the pictures. Some person that I read said that when they took a photo and it completely erased it because the quality wasn't as good. So I kind of didn't like that. But another thing is that it also has a lot of storage for pictures, which is really good. They said they boosted the storage up a lot. So that was really nice, especially if you have tons and tons of photos and videos. So thank you so much for listening. And I am Paul Brintley in Communications 231.